Yes, Sakti, good afternoon, and Dipanshu, good afternoon. Wait for some time, okay? Let people. Swati, good afternoon. Khushi, good afternoon. Okay, Harsh, Nasha, good afternoon. Lipsa Pradhan, good afternoon. Okay, let me start today's class, okay? So, good afternoon, everyone, those who are present here. Now, yesterday I have told you a short revision of that yesterday's class, that there are frequency distribution graphs, okay, and I have told you that there are line frequency graphs, there are histogram, frequency polygon, frequency curve, ogive or cumulative frequency curve. Okay, so these are all the types of frequency distribution graph. So I have discussed with you all yesterday about the line graph. Okay, for those people who were not there in the class yesterday, for them also a short description about this line graph. I'm telling you, line graph is what? A simple, nothing difficult. Okay, just see a question, marks and number of students getting marks is given here. Okay, how it is given? See, 10 marks, how many people have got? 5 people. 20, 15, 30, 20, 40, 10, 50, 25 students, 60, 15 students. Yes, Debolina, good afternoon. So these are all the number of students who have got these respective marks. Now you, what your duty? Your duty is to transfer or put these data in a graph paper, and it will be told in the question paper. Don't take any tension that how to, which method, which graph you have to do, either line graph or histogram or anything. Okay, so how the line graph is being done or it is being shown here? See students, very much clear, you give anything or not, but it should be clear that you must give the heading on x-axis and y-axis. It is very important. Plus the scale. Okay, the scale, whatever you are, it should be, whatever you are writing, whatever you're taking the scale, it should be there. Okay, now students, see here, on the y-axis, I am measuring number of students, and in the x-axis, I am measuring marks. Okay, so for each and every 1 centimeter, send 1 centimeter of the small squares. Okay, every 1 centimeter, I am taking 10 marks each. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 in x-axis. And on y-axis, I am measuring number of students. Now students, see the denomination, how the students are being divided. 5, 15, 20, 25, 10, sorry, 10, 25, 10, 15. So you can see students here, all are 5, 5 or 10, 10, all at the divisibility of 5, division of 5 are given. Okay, so it is better to take 1 centimeter, 5 units each, 5 students each. What I've told, 1 centimeter, 5 students. You may take students 1 centimeter, 10 students. You may take 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 10 students. Okay, but you make sure that make this column this y-axis easy to be understandable. Then also for you also it will be easy to plot these dots. If you take students 1 centimeter equals to 10 students, then it will be very much difficult to mark 5 students, to mark 8 students, all this. Okay, so you have to see very small, tiny, these small squares, you have to count it. Okay, so it is better to take in overall whole numbers. Here it has taken, in y-axis we have taken 1 centimeter 5 students, and in x-axis we have taken 1 centimeter 10 marks. Okay, now for 10 marks, see how many students have got students? 5 students. To make this 10 marks, I have came, make a dot where it is 5 students and give a round. Leave it as it is. Yes, Saranpreet, good afternoon. Then for 20 marks, how many students have got students? 15 students. So 20 marks, how many students? 15 students. Mark here. In this way, complete all the dots. Now, since it is a what? Line frequency graph. So what you have to do? Just draw a perpendicular line on that x-axis. Your work complete. Coming to the next type of frequency distribution is your histogram. This one maximum time comes in your question paper. And I think so you have done in class 10 also, 9 also, anywhere, this histogram. What is this? It's a type of bar diagram only, but a slightly change you will see. So we'll come slowly with the sums. First of all, what the theory it is written here. A histogram is a two-dimensional diagram. It is a very commonly used method of presentation of data. Yes, exactly. Many times in newspaper also, wherever you will see these line diagrams and all these are not shown. Directly it is commonly used diagram is the bar diagram or histogram. It is easy to present the data. Third, it is a graphical presentation of a frequency distribution. Ayush, good afternoon. It is a graphical presentation of a frequency distribution of a continuous series of class interval. Akash, good afternoon. Frequency distribution. Now, one thing you will notice, students, in the line diagram, the marks are given 10, 20, 30, 40 in this way. Any continuous series is given. What is a continuous series, students? If you will see the previous classes, you can able to understand continuous series means this type of series. This type of series. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. See the variation. Continuous means it is continuous. How you can tell it is continuous? We know this 0 is known as upper limit and this 10 is known as lower limit. For all this left hand side data are known as upper limit, this right hand side data are known as lower limit. Okay, so students, previous one lower limit should be equal to the next one's lower limit. See 10 and 10. What I have told, when previous data's lower limit is just equal to the next data's upper limit, we call it continuous series. See students, in diagonal way 10 10 is equal, 20 20, 30 30, 40 40, all are equal, no? When this type of data is provided to you, then it is called as a continuous, which you have not seen in the line diagram. 10 20 30 40 50 60 70 80 etc etc. It is not in continuous series, it is in a discrete series. This type of series is known as a discrete series, where no continuous portion is given. Clear? Now, coming to the theory part of histogram. It is a set of rectangles with Base as the intervals between class boundaries taken along x-axis. Corresponding frequencies are taken along y-axis. So what it has taken? Class boundaries. Which are the class boundaries, students? These are the class boundaries. It is known as class interval, known as class boundaries. And the class interval or class boundaries are in which series? Which type of series? Continuous type of series. Now this class boundary or class interval are given, or you have to measure this, put this class intervals on x-axis. You have to measure this class interval or this class boundary on x-axis. And this number of workers which is given here, it is the frequency. You have to measure it on y-axis. These are all the frequencies. Okay. Then length of histogram indicates frequency and the breadth of histogram indicates size of class interval. Length means this one is your length. The length, what should be the height of the bar, this histogram, is being depicted by your frequency. How much is your frequency? Depending on the frequency, you have to decide, you have to see what is the length of the histogram. Length of histogram depends on the extent of frequencies. And breadth of histograms are decided by the class boundaries or class interval, how they are given it to you, how they are given to you. Okay. Then length of histogram, okay, I've completed this one. Total area covered by histograms represent the total frequency. Okay, no problem. Now we will come to two types of histogram now. What are the two types? First one, when equal class intervals are given. Equal class interval means when this difference are equal. How much the difference? All this class interval having students 10 10. No, 0 to 10 10, difference is 10. 10 to 20, difference is 10. 20 to 30, difference is 10. 30 to 40, 50 to 60, 40 to 50, all difference are same. How can you see in another way difference? See the lower limit of all the class interval. What are the lower limits? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. All difference are 10, 10, 10. So this is known as when equal class interval are given. There are two types. What will be the case of histogram? What will be the design of histogram when equal class interval are given? This is one. Second one, when unequal class intervals are given. I'll show you another example of unequal class interval. See students, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 60. Okay, no doubt it is a continuous series. How I can tell it is a continuous series? All the diagonal portions, see all the lower limit of the first and upper limit of the next, lower limit of the first, upper limit of the next, all are same. 15, 15, 20, 20, 25, 20, diagonal portion, all are same. So it is continuous. But is it equal class interval? All the difference are equal? No. See student, all count. See the difference of the lower limits. 15 to 20, 15, 20, 25, 30. See, up till this much, 5 units difference are given. No, 5, 5 it is increasing. Suddenly, it has risen from 30 to 40. It has risen to 30 to 40. So, how much difference this has came? 10. Then 40 to 60, 20. So, it is unequal class interval. Okay, so we will see what is the case of equal class interval histogram and how the unequal class interval histogram looks like. First of all, we will come to the equal class interval. How it looks like? See students, a question is given here. Draw a histogram for the following distribution. Income 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. What it is given? It is given that income. Okay. How many in thousands it is given? How many percent getting income between 0 and 10,000? 8 workers. How many percent are getting income between 10,000 to 20,000? 16 workers. So in this way it is given. How it has been put here in the histogram? Let's see. See in the x-axis, it has, see first the scale, see what it has written. 1 centimeter equals to 8 workers on y-axis. So here they have taken 1 centimeter means 1 square, 1 centimeter, they have taken 8 workers. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. By 8 workers they have written. Number of workers they are measuring in y-axis. Okay, and 1 centimeter equals to 10,000 rupees income. Here it has given 10,000. Now since it is 1,000 manner it is written, so you have to write it in 1,000 manner, but for simplicity you can write by 10, 10 they have taken 1 centimeter by 10,000, 10,000 they have taken. So 0, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. Always it is not possible to write 10,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40. So they have taken 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and in size they have taken every 1 centimeter they have taken how much? 10, 10,000 they have taken. Okay, no problem. Come to the diagram. So workers getting, how many workers getting income between 0 to 10? How many workers are getting? 8 workers. So see students, since it is starting from 0, we are taking it from 0 only. So we have marked a 0, 8 workers, a 0. So this 0 to 10,000 income, how many people are getting? 8 workers. This is the square. This much people are getting 0 to 10,000 income. Now 10 to 20, 16 workers. You have to stick the graph bar with the first one only, because see you have taken in x-axis 10 to 20, 20 to 30. It is a continuous, no? When it is continuous, all the bar or histogram will be attached. All these bar pillars will be attached with each other. So 0 to 10, 8 workers. 10 to 20, 16 workers, mark it, make a pillar. Then 20 to 30,000 income, how many people are getting? 24 workers, make a pillar. So in this way, you have to make a histogram when the class interval are equal. But what is the case when the class interval are unequal? You have to do little bit calculation when the class intervals are not equal. So let's see slowly. Here in this question, when class interval and are unequal, it is given weekly wages means you are measuring every week's wages. How much? 10 to 15. How many workers are getting? 4. 15 to 20. How many workers are getting? 16. 20 to 25. How many workers are getting? 24. So in this way, the class interval and the frequency, which is number of workers, are given. See the calculation. Weekly wages as it is written. Number of workers, frequency as it is written. Now the working process comes. Okay, you have to adjust this weekly wages and you have to adjust this number of workers also. How? Adjustment factor you have to write first. What is the adjustment factor, students? Adjustment factor is your, always you have to see the difference, how much and how much it is going. Okay, as of all you can see, it was started with the difference of 5. It has started with the difference of 5. Okay, so 10 to 15, how many? 5. 5 divided by how much this difference is there? 5 only, isn't it? How much is difference? 5. Means one thing be clear. First difference you always notice, it was started with 5. So you have to divide all the difference with 5. You have to divide all the difference with 5 only. Since the size of lowest class interval is 5. Lowest class interval is which one? 10 to 15 is a lowest class interval. You will take the size of lowest class interval and you will divide every difference with that size of lowest class interval. Here, size of lowest class interval is what? 10 to 15, which is 5. And what is the difference? 10 to 15, 5 only. So 5 divided by 5, 1. Then 15 to 20, how much difference? 5. 5 divided by size of the lowest class interval, again 5, equals to 1. How much difference? 20 to 25, how much? 5 only. So 5 divided, again lowest class interval size, 5, 1. 25 to 30, difference is 5. So again 5 divided by size of lowest class interval, 1. Difference is 30 to 40, how much? 10. So 10 divided by lowest size of the class interval, which is 5, which is 2. And 40 to 60, difference is 20. And lowest class interval size is 5. So 20 divided 5 is 4. This is your adjustment factor. You have adjusted this one. Now you will have to adjust the frequency also. How to adjust the frequency? Whatever frequencies are given, just divide each and every frequency with the respective adjustment factor you have got. What I have told? Divide all the frequencies with the respective adjustment factor which are given here. So number of worker, first one is 4, and for the first one, what is the adjustment factor? 1. 4 divided by 1, which is 4. 16, adjustment factor for 16, 1. 16 divided by 1 is 16. 24 divided by 1, 24. 32 divided by 1, 32. 40 divided by 2. See here, the adjustment factor for this class interval is what? Was what? 2. So 40 divided by 2 is 20. 48 divided by 4 is 12. This is your new adjusted frequency. You will not deal with now this one. This one is forgotten. You have to deal with this new frequencies. What are the frequencies? 4, 16, 24, 32, 20, 12. Okay, coming to the diagram. What is given here? See students, in the x-axis, they are measuring wages. in the y-axis they are measuring number of workers. As of all, I have told frequency, try to measure it in y-axis, and class boundary is measured in x-axis. So they have taken class boundary each 1 centimeter, 5 units. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, and number of workers, what was the serials? 4, 16, 24, 32, 20, 12. So how they have taken in y-axis? 8 they have, sorry, 4 they have taken. 1 centimeter, 4 units. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Now they start measuring. How they will start measuring now? See students, it has given here 10 to 15. How many you have taken adjusted frequency? You have got 4. Okay, so come here. 10 to 15, how many workers? 4. Mark the bar. Then 15 to 20, how many you have got adjusted frequency? 16. So 15 to 20, 16. Then 20 to 25, how many adjusted frequency you have got? 24. So 20 to 25, 24 you have marked. Then 25 to 30, how many? 32. 25 to 30, 32. Then comes 30 to 40. How many? 25. See students, now this graph bar. 30 to 40. This much they have taken. How much? 30 to 40 you have seen? 20. So here is the 20. Mark it 20. Then at last 40 to 60. How much for this one frequency you have got adjusted? 12. So 40 to 60, this big, you have got 12. Mark it in this manner. So whenever there is unequal class interval, you have to do little bit at calculation. And calculation is nothing but to adjust this one, the class interval, and adjust the frequency. Your main intention will be to adjust the frequency only. Okay, so I will not go rush off this much only for today. I'll be sending you this. Go through this one, see whether you are having any problem or not. This way only you have to solve all these sums. Okay, for today, thank you everyone, and good afternoon once again to everyone. Have a good day. Okay.